All right. All right. So again, guys, my name's BK Foster, and this is a Cancer Story podcast. Um, After the first one we recorded, I didn't feel like I was happy with the result. It was too raw for me. I just felt like I wasn't coming across and delivering the message that I wanted. My production team suggested that I watch it, and after watching it, I realized, you know what, this is exactly what a Cancer Story podcast is going to be. So, so I think we're just going to roll with it. So, enjoy behind the scenes and welcome to a Cancer Story podcast. Thanks for joining us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Test 1, 2. Test test. 1, 2.
Oh, my soul, tired she rolled, the ebb and the flow. Where do we go from here? In the dark, without a spark, me and my heart. Where do we go from here? One step at a time,
This might not be intended.
long crooked line. In these hands, the bruised and battered man, alone where I stand.
All right.
Where do I go from here? Oh, this love, push and the
3, 2, 1. Welcome to a Cancer Story podcast. This is BK Foster. I'm your host. Our goal at a Cancer Story podcast is to highlight the strength, resilience, and determination of individuals who have faced cancer head on. These stories will remind us that there is life after a cancer diagnosis and that hope can be found in the darkest of places. They will inspire us to embrace our own journeys, offer support, and help us find meaning and purpose even in the face of adversity. Now, my story, actually, I was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer on June 8th and given 12 to 18 months to live. When the oncologist told me that, I said, you know what? There's two things you don't know, apparently. One, you're not God. And two, you don't know me. Later that night, I had a conversation with God and asked him if there's anything he wanted me to do, that I was willing to do it. And he gave me a reason. So my job is to create legacies, to help people create legacies. So I created a business called leaveyourthumbprint.com and this a Cancer Story podcast. So I'm just keep rolling. I'm kind of lost there. I feel like it sounds canned and I'm reading.
Try it again.
Fair enough.
Yeah, just take it relax. Don't read. You know what you're doing.
Fair enough.
Act like you're not being videoed, like you're talking to Jamie.
The problem is I'm reading. That's the problem.
And if maybe it's easier, maybe I can just ask you some questions. I won't be heard or anything, but like, hey, why are you doing this? What are you doing?
Right.
What is a cancer story? What do you plan on doing with it?
Right.
And then you could probably just tell me because you've told everybody, so you know why you're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's shoot one more time, and then maybe we'll go with the questions. Well, I mean, I don't know. So once it gets to my story, maybe I'll get the questions from you because I don't know. I feel like I can read the paper, and it sounds like it's read, but I can read that. But I'm getting lost in the middle. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hey, welcome to a 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Cancer Story Podcast. My name is BK Foster, and I'm your host. Our goal here is to highlight the strength, resilience, and determination of individuals who have faced cancer head on. These stories will remind us that there is life after a cancer diagnosis, and hope can be found even in the darkest of moments. They will hopefully inspire us to embrace our own journeys, offer support, and help us find meaning and purpose even in the face of adversity. And that's kind of where we are, you know. I mean, as somebody that's recently been diagnosed with a stage 4 pancreatic cancer and given 12 to 18 months to live, you know, it's a daily journey. Mine started on June 8th. And I was given those 12 to 18 months to live, and my oncologist, you know, told me to get my life in order. So later that night, I had a conversation with God and asked him. I said, "Look, if you're ready for me, I'm ready to go. But if you got anything for me to do, I'm ready, and I'm willing to do it." So he gave me Leave Your Thumbprint. It's trying to help people create legacies and leave their mark on life. Part of that is me creating my legacy is a Cancer Story podcast. I don't know where else to go. I mean, I'm on, you know. So I'm in the middle of writing 2 books. You know, Faith Over Fear and Leave Your Mark, both on creating legacies and how to be strong in the chance of adversity. Please go check out leaveyourthumbprint.com, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I mean, I'm really ready to wrap this up almost, I feel. We'll be bringing people in that will have stories of survivorship, loss, faith, lifestyle, alternatives, and resources. Our goal again with the Cancer Story podcast and leaveyourthumbprint.com is to be a one-stop shop for the recently diagnosed and their family and friends. Where do we go from here? I'm not sure, but welcome to the journey. I don't know what else. You know, I feel like we need some fluff in there, but
It's not a fluff podcast.
it's not a fluff. But you know, the first one, I mean, that's not even 10 minutes.
It's the intro, man. It's the intro. Yeah. So you're not doing an interview. You're just telling them who you are and how you came to the decision to start this.
Well, where does it need work? Do we need to go back and hit some things? Can it be edited?
Yeah, it definitely could be edited. So you have your intro, your story, leave your thumbprint, call to action at the end. You said go there. I mean, you touched on the leave your thumbprint. Are you able to kind of give expand on it a little bit, and then obviously the reason you're doing it is because you were diagnosed. You just told us that.
Right.
But why is it important to you to leave your thumbprint? I mean, it might be a stupid question, but why is it important to have somebody to like have something that you can pass down to your kids? And like, why do you want that?
Right.
So maybe just talk about that real quick. Like, what's the point of it? Like, you were diagnosed, you had that conversation, you said God talked to you, you talked to God, and it was leave your thumbprint. You said that might be the last business you do, might be the last thing, but like, why? Why do you like what? I don't know, just like the why, you know?
Yeah.
So pull the mic up real quick and just talk. Let's just talk. So like, what is the reason of the leave your thumbprint?
I don't want my daughter Macy to you know, to feel like she's longing for something that's not going to be there. You know, maybe 5-10 years from now. You know, I want her to be able to have memories, and not just memories, but tangible memories. You know, whether it be from a video, a handwritten letter, the books, the podcasts, where she can go and she can see me and spend time with me. That's important to me. That's part of what I want to help people create with Leave a Legacy. It's not the monetary things. It's more the intangibles. The untouchables. The memories, the sound of my voice.
That's a good reason.
Yeah, not
So you had that, you came up with that, and now you're saying, hey, this isn't just what I want for my daughter. Other people out there that are going through these things, they could benefit. Families,
right,
people with cancer that are
right,
struggling,
and
you could open it up to them.
and help other people, do the same. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So what, I guess like, can you tell us a little bit more about your diagnosis? Like when you were diagnosed, you went home that night. How has it been? Where have you made it to?
Okay.
Where are you at
All
now?
right.
Are you able to talk about that, or are you
Sure.
comfortable?
Sure. So with my diagnosis, I was given 12 to 18 months to live. It's stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Through the chemo and some alternative medicines that I was doing, um, within 5 months, I went into remission. I was cancer inactive. And, today I just left my oncologist and found out that the cancer's back and pretty aggressive, and we're going to start another aggressive regimen. So, that's kind of where I'm at today. That's part of the journey of a stage 4 cancer patient. It's like my oncologist says, you will always have stage 4 cancer. So that's where I'm at.
How many people are out there dealing with the same thing that you're dealing with on a daily basis? Do you know the numbers?
Oh, I would have no earthly idea.
Thousands and thousands of people, probably.
Yeah. So there's thousands of people that have a stage 4 diagnosis. And even if it's not stage 4, the thing is, I think a lot of cancer patients kind of get isolated. They turn inside and they forget to reach out. And I feel like that's where a Cancer Story podcast can come in. It gives people stories, the stories that they can relate to, something that they can grab hope from, and be a part of a group. I mean, unfortunately, it's not the best group to be a part of, but we're in it, and I think people need to know they're not in it alone.
I think for newly, freshly diagnosed people that don't know where to turn, that won't know what to do, will probably be in a state of panic mostly. You went home and you had your time. You're like, no, I'm not done. Like if I'm done, you can take me, but if not, I'm here for it.
Right.
So many other people probably want to go into it with that mindset. So I think having an avenue for them to turn to hear stories, like you just said, you're going to have people telling their story. It might not all be positive, but it is a story that they can listen to and maybe learn something from. Or, hey, I can make the best. So, I mean, what type of people? I guess you're going to have all types of people on to interview and talk with and hear their stories. Is it your type of cancer? Every type of cancer?
It's every type of cancer. So it's every type of cancer, and it's not just people that have been diagnosed with cancer. We will hear from survivors that have really good stories. We'll hear from people that have lost a family member or a friend. We'll talk with people that are faith based. With people that practice in the alternative medicines. People that have resources for patients, lifestyles. So we're going to hit all angles of the cancer story, and hopefully give people that have been diagnosed a venue. Like I said, a one-stop shop. When I found out that I had stage 4 cancer, what I found out was there's no dying for dummies. There's no one-stop shop. So hopefully between leaveyourthumbprint.com and the Cancer Story podcast, we can create that one-stop resource for people that have questions that people that need advice or they need to hear somebody similar is going through the same thing and what they've done to overcome it or to cope. Yeah.
I'd listen.
Good. I hope so. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Is there anything that you want to like re-hit? Do you want to try to redo your intro real quick? Do you feel confident enough to do it without reading it? Or
Unfortunately, I don't think so.
okay. Well, do you just want to read it one more time?
I'll read it.
Just
Yeah.
in case, and then,
Sure.
the intro.
Okay. Yeah. I need to write bigger. I'll type it next time. Welcome to a Cancer Story podcast. This is BK Foster. I'm your host. And as us, a Cancer Story podcast, our main goal is to highlight the strength, resilience, and determination of individuals who have faced cancer head on. These stories will remind us that there is life after a cancer diagnosis and that hope can be found even in the darkest of moments. They will inspire us to embrace our own journey, offer support, and help us find meaning and purpose even in the face of adversity. Good? You think there's enough